Hello, everybody. Hope everybody is doing good today, and I hope everybody made it through the hurricane. From what I hear, everybody that I know seems to be going. We're doing okay. So I hope everybody made it through, especially you guys from Florida. I will tell you this. At one time, me and Fred were thinking about should we move to Florida, be closer to the family and stuff like that. And now we're kind of like, think Virginia's pretty good, so I don't know. So, guys, today what I am going to be doing is I'm going to be finishing up my friend's quilt. For those of you guys don't know, I have a very good friend of mine who has been wishing for a long time to be a mom, and she finally is going to be a mom. So she's like super excited. So I'm kind of excited because now I have an excuse to make like a whole bunch of baby stuff for her and everything. So what I did was when I went to the sew and quilt show with my sister, I went and I bought, and I remember I showed you guys, I bought a bunch of these little patches, right? And what I did was I quilted them together. I did videotape me quilting this. I just have to edit the video and show you guys. So now what I have is I have a kind of, and I'm gonna put you guys a little bit further away. Whoop. Okay, you guys are running away now. So I want to show you guys what I got so far. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. So here is the quilt. And I went ahead and I sewed all the squares together. And then this is the back. Okay, so let me give you guys, where's the opening? Okay, the opening is this side. I have it kind of pinned up, so I got to be careful that I don't pin myself anyway. But when I turn it inside out, this is what it's going to look like. This is going to be like the front of the blanket, and then this is going to be the back. I was thinking about embroidering the baby's name on here, but I think I'm not going to do that because I thought maybe I'm going to end up like embroidering a bunch of other blankets anyway with the baby's name. So I thought maybe this could probably be a blanket that maybe they pass on. And if they pass it on, they may not want all these names on them, But I figured it was a cute gift. Sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sew. And I figured what we can do this time is maybe we could just chit-chat this weekend. Just chit-chat and everything, because I know a lot of people are probably like, just finished the going through the hurricane. And I know that was a big thing for a lot of people. Some people came out really okay with it. I'm a little bit of a mess today too. I was talking with my sister earlier. I'm pretty exhausted today. Because I've been working really hard at my job. Got a lot of stuff going on. And what I'm going to do is I was actually going to sew this on my Juki machine, but the Juki machine has like a really bright light. And then when I tried it, you guys really couldn't see what I was doing. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to do it on my SC1900. And I'm going to try to get situated here, okay? Because I'm like skating all over the place. And I know I kind of got my back turned to you. So hold on, I'm trying to get myself situated. And what I want to do, okay, so you guys can see the SC1900. Yay, okay. Because it is a quilt, I'm going to put this. I got this right here all in. Look at that. I got velvet. I was thinking, should I put the back of the quilt as velvet? But then I said, no, that's a little bit too fancy. I'll do something else in velvet for the baby. I'll do something else for it. But I went and I said, I'm going to go ahead and use this machine. And I'm going to use the walking foot that I got for this. I haven't used it in a while. So I figured this would be a good thing to do. What I like about this walking foot too is that it actually has this. So I'm hoping that this will help me. I know this is good for quilting lines because it kind of like helps you to keep sewing straight, stuff like that. Sometimes I sew straight, sometimes I don't. My sister will tell you. I mean, I'm a mess when it comes to this kind of stuff. For some reason, I just can't get it. But That's okay. So let me put my sewing stuff on, and let me say hi to some of you guys. Okay, so because this is really like not much of a topic. I just want to hang out with you guys because and just talk to you guys, tell you guys what I've been up to and all that kind of stuff. Had a job interview this week too, let me tell you. Went really good. It was actually for an office that I've always wanted to work for. I don't know what the outcome will be, or what I'm gonna decide. I don't know. So I'm one of those people that when I see like an open opportunity or something, I'll just go for it. No plans, no nothing. Okay, just go for it. Hope for the best. And then when it's time for me to make a decision, then I'll decide. This red thing that you see is that laser thing that I bought. Already, I like it and then I don't like it. This kind of like comes off, and then also when I sew, sometimes I think it's probably maybe because I don't have it on right. I don't know, but I'm gonna unplug it and we'll play with this later, and I'll show you what that's all about. I haven't really used it a lot, but it might be that I just don't have it right, you know. So I don't want to really like say something like, "Oh, I don't get it," you know. Let's really see how it goes today and stuff, because it could be that. I put my new bobbin in because I had black thread in there before, so I'm going to change my bobbin. The needle's new, so I'm not going to worry about the needle. Let me take out this black thread. Always pull your thread from the bottom, okay? I know a lot of times people, what they do is they kind of like pull it from the top. Don't do that because it can mess up the disc that you have in your machine, okay? You don't want to mess up anything, okay? So, yeah, so I'm going to take out the black thread. I know I got white thread right over here. I'm going to put this on here. Yeah, so had a lot going on this week. You know, a lot of things at the job going on. Pretty hectic. And then I got an opportunity to interview for a position that I kind of always wanted. Don't know how I feel about it though. We'll just see. It happens. Whatever happens, you know. So you know, I just leave it up to the universe. That's how I usually do everything. Which is kind of funny because my husband laughs because he's kind of like, you know, because you always leave things up to the universe and things always like kind of fall into place for you. But I'm like, I don't know, it is what it is. I guess I've been pretty fortunate in my career that I know, you know, and I hope I remember how to put this foot on too. Okay, haven't used it in a while. So I'm gonna put this off and put my universal foot. As I always change stuff too. One of the things that I like to do out of habit, I always put things where they're supposed to be, because if you get in the habit, okay, I think it'll probably end up being a lesson video. What can I say? You know, if you get in the habit of just taking things and just putting them on the side, then what happens is you can eventually lose a lot of things. So I always, you know, tell people, please don't do that if you can avoid that, because that can become a very, very, very bad habit. And you guys know I kind of talked to you guys a little bit about, you know, good and bad habits when it comes to sewing and all that kind of stuff. You want to make sure. Oh, I got it in already. First try. Look at that. Pretty good. Pretty good. I got my little walking foot in there. All right. Hope this blanket comes out okay. If not, I know my friend, even if I just know how she is. Let me tell you what I did once with her. You guys are going to laugh. Once I went to Ohio to visit my cousins, right? And we went to a winery, and they had these wines, and it was like kind of like warm, right? And it was like red wine. I think it was like a berry wine, and then like you put something in there. I think it was some kind of vinegar or something like that. Cedar vinegar or something like that. Well, anyway, and then you heat it up and stuff like that, and you pour the wine in it and stuff. I thought it was plain vinegar, not that special Caesar vinegar. So anyway, I made it with the plain vinegar, and she came over and I was like telling Sarah, oh, you gotta try this. It's like really good and stuff like that. And me and her drinking it, and I'm like, it's kind of rough going down. And she's like, yeah, it's kind of rough. We're drinking it. And then when Fred found out what I actually mixed it with, he was like, you used the wrong vinegar. And I was like, oh, so she's so sweet. It's like she'll just go along with the flow. And she probably gave me a look. She probably thought that's trying to kill me, but such a sweet girl. And I love her and her husband. They're like the sweetest people. So it was kind of hilarious, but now I know how to make it right, so I kind of goofed there, it was kind of funny too. Me and her were like choking on the thing. But yeah, so anyway, all right, I just want to cut these threads over here because I don't like my stuff messy at all. I'm very, very particular about that. That's why my girlfriend Melinda says she can't sew or anything with me because she says you always like to be so neat. I do. I think kind of Nancy might feel that way too. I don't know. And stuff. Because Nancy's all over the place. I think she is. Well, I don't know. She was kind of neat when she came visit. I don't know. So gotta watch her one day when I go to Florida. See how she sews and stuff like that. She actually puts things away or not. So yeah. So I like things to be kind of like in order because that way you know where everything's at. And I'm not going to use this, but I am going to use this. This is a sewing guide. Guys, this is another one that I got. Supposedly, you can put the fabric, I think, under here, right? And then it just bumps up to here. So you could sew. So I'm going to use that. Yeah, and I'm really glad that I changed the machine because if you look, you can actually see it, okay? In the Juki, it has like a bright light, and then it was like reflecting, so it kind of looked really bad. So anyway, so yeah, so I'm going to I'll put this somewhere. I guess I'll put that here or something like that. All right, so it's going to be a straight stitch. And let me see, what do I have back here? Okay, I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way. Here we go. So that way I have a nice space. I should have moved this a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to move this a little bit over here. Move this here because it is a big blanket. Okay, so yeah. So let me see. Also, this weekend, my cousin called me, and I'm going to be attending a wedding with her. It's in Baltimore, I think, somewhere out there. So she gave me a call because I think it's an old childhood friend of hers that's getting married, and she wants to go. Totally get it because I mean, if it was an old friend of mine, I would go too. I would want to go too. Okay, so just so you guys know, I have it all pinned. Now I don't have this top pin, but I'm just gonna sew around it. And then I'm going to turn it inside out. I want to see how it looks like that. Okay. Now, some of this is sticking out, but I know I have to make sure I grab both the bottom and the top. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to lay it. Doesn't look good. Okay. This doesn't look right. Okay. Hold on 1 minute. I don't want to mess this up because I spent a long time trying to get this together and I don't want to like mess this up. I should kind of like clip the top. Okay, I got some clips right here. So I'll just do that. So that way, yeah, let me just clip the top. So yeah, that way I have these at least clipped a little bit. So yeah, so I'm going to be going with her. My schedule is like so super tight because I'm trying to accommodate her. And at the same time, I'm getting renovations done to the house. And I know I have to be here for those renovations. So I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to wing it. Worst comes to worst. And that just means that I just have to go on Sunday. Because I haven't even picked up the ceiling fan for my backyard. So, yeah. So, okay. So I clipped this. So this is the blanket. Okay. This is the wrong side. This is not the upside. and it's facing the other wrong side. So I'm just going to sew all this, and then we're going to see how it all comes out. Hopefully it comes out good. If not, then it's all right. I mean, I'm still going to give it to her. It's my first try. And I know Sarah, she's going to want it. However it comes out. I kind of know her. So, all right. So I'm going to, wouldn't it have helped if I thread my machine? Oh my goodness. I didn't even thread my machine. I did not thread it. Okay. So here we go. Oh, and let me get the walking foot. Okay. All right. The pressure foot, I mean. All right. So let me thread. And get in here. And here and here. There we go. All right. Yeah, so before I start sewing and stuff like that, let me say hi to you guys. Hey, Marlene, how you doing? Oh, she lost some shingles, but had it already repaired. Oh, that's so cool. Hey, Iris, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, Crafty Puerto Rican. Hey, Nancy. And for those of you guys who don't know, Nancy and my mom are doing fine. Nothing happened to them because Nancy's in Miami, mom's in Homestead. So it didn't hit there. All they got was like a bunch of rain and stuff like that. Hey, Debbie. How you doing? Hey, Baby Shower Place. How are you? Let's see. And if you guys have questions, let me know and stuff. Hey, Pretty Eyes. How you doing? Hey, Jacqueline. How are you? Silky Back. How you doing, L. Williams? Hey, Jenny Owens. How are you? Hey, Kim Cass. How you doing? Baby Giant Services. Hey, Bob. Hey, Nevlin. How are you? Oh, got a question here. I have that sewing guide too. You can actually stitch it to the plastic further down, closer to you got the right spot with the most metal underneath. Oh. Okay. Oh, yes. Most metal. Okay. Well, I am hoping that, I got to be honest with you, Bob. I don't think I can use this because if I use it, it's not going to really show where it should be. And I need a place to put my pins as I take them out. Hold on 1 minute. I got to go get my plate with my pins. I'll be right back. Guys. Bing! Got my little plate with my pins, my little magnetic plate. This was gifted to me by someone at the quilt show. Oh my God. Okay, so I got my pins. As I sew, I'm going to quit. And look who's here to make sure I am sewing. Mello, say hi. Say hi. Yeah, I'm going to be sewing the baby blanket now for you. Okay. All right. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him looking at mama. Oh, he's so cute. I'm telling you, he melts my heart. That's another reason why I don't really want to go. Do I really want to go? I have to go. Gotta go. Gotta be there for my cousin. Got to. Family's family. You just gotta do it. Suck it up, Buttercup. That's what I tell people at work. Suck it up, Buttercup. So I gotta suck it up. All right. So take this out. And go in, and I'm going to start sewing. This is the thing that I really hate about pins, though, is, man, I always get pricked, so, and I should position this the right way before I even turn the machine on, but I'm not going to go fast, so, all right, so I think I got the machine go. So here we go. Here goes nothing. Let's see what happens. You never know. Yeah, I'm going to take the sewing guide out. I'm not going to use it. Okay, I'm going to wing it, guys. I'm going to wing it. So let's see. I really like this walking foot. It works really good. Look, I don't know if you guys see it. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. Let me show you right here. Okay, there you go. All right, so, I mean, I really like it. It goes so smooth. It's like butter. You guys know how I love to use that word. So And I could tell that it's working the top and the bottom, because it's like it's going down real smooth. As a matter of fact, I kind of like this walking foot a lot better than the one on my Juki machine. I want to make sure that it's sewing. Yep, it's sewing on both sides. Look at that. Oh, I'm so happy. It's coming out good. It's coming out good, Mello. It's coming out good. I think it's going to be a cute baby blanket. And yeah, so isn't that cool? Oh, you guys can't see because I have my handle on there. Okay, so, and I know it's not being super straight. My cut probably wasn't as perfect, but this is my very first, and I'm not worried about it being too perfect, because I know my girlfriend. She's just gonna be happy that she got it, because I know how she is. Because I'm kind of like the same way, you know. Now, would I sell this stuff? No, because I know people be like, I paid for that, you know. But this is something that I just really wanted to do. For her, it's her. See how I know it's uneven. Let me just see if I could like. Because I really wanted to do something for her and the baby. So she's been wanting so long for having a baby. And she's got her baby. Her baby's coming. Okay, so I do notice I'm going to have to get like something. Let me get a chopstick. Because I don't put my fingers underneath the sewing thing. That's for sure. I don't do that. So here we go. Oh, there you go. Okay, so I'll just lift this up, and then I'll just like smooth this in here like that. There you go. And then I'll just put that in there, and that works. Uh-oh, I think I got stuck. Did I get stuck? Nope, I did not. Aha. I just needed a little bit of a tug. All right, so let me just take that out and keep going. I think it's going to be a cute little blanket for them to use all the time. I hope. Okay, and then this seam is open like that, so I'll just leave that. Ooh, see, I always pick myself. Always. That's what I prefer the clips than the make sure I have them both on the side. And I know some of you professional quilters out there are probably thinking, oh my God, Jeanette's a mess. That's right. I know. I should stick to embroidery. Embroidery, I'm good at. Sewing, I'm a mess sometimes. But hey, it's fun. I don't mind doing it. So Nancy's the sewer in the family and stuff like that. So yeah. Let me see. Let me keep going down. Hey, Miss Banks, how you doing? Hey, Joyce, how are you? I see Vanessa. How are you doing? Hola. Let's see. Okay, so hey, Angela Stitches, how are you? How you doing? Okay, so I'm just gonna keep going. Let's see what happens. Okay. I do know that so far it's going okay. Yeah, this is gonna be funny. It's gonna be either a hit or miss, but we'll see, right? So we'll just see. We'll see what happens here. Nancy, my sister Nancy, is really the quilter. I mean, she's like a perfectionist when it comes to this stuff. This is her thing. This is not my thing, but I got the machines, and it does look fun. So I think the more I practice and the more I sew, the easier it'll be. Now, I was talking to Nancy earlier about binding this, right? And the way she explained it was so complicated, it gave me a headache. So I just said, oh, you know what? I'm just going to sew it together, turn it inside out. It'll be fine. You know? And I'll see if I could watch a video on how to bind. Okay, I'm going to go all the way. And then I'm going to, whatever. Okay, it didn't backstitch, but that's okay. All right, so I got one side done. All stitched out. And I know I cut both sides of the fabric. So now I'm going to turn it around. And, oh, God, I dropped my pen and I dropped paper, but that's okay. Don't touch that, Mello. Oh, he doesn't care. He's not even paying attention to me. All right, so. Okay, so I'm going to go here. Now, and I know Miss Beggs is probably watching me going, oh, Jeanette. Miss Beggs, you know how I do. I just got to practice. I know I got to practice and stuff like that. So, all right. So here we go. I'm going to keep going with my little walking foot. I really do like this walking foot. I got to tell you, because I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, you guys can. But as I am sewing, it's actually feeding the fabric really nicely. I actually like this walking foot a lot better than the Juki. I think I told you guys that already. And, and the Juki is supposed to be a quilting machine. I don't think my sister tried the walking foot on the SC1900. Well, I don't know if she has one. But I'll have to ask her, because if she doesn't, I'll have to get her one, because I know she would want it. She would be like, ooh, it just sews like butter. Ooh, I already pricked myself. See, I hate pens because I always prick myself. Always. There you go. And there we go. Yeah, so let me see. What else I got to do? So I'm going to be visiting my cousin Lillian. She's flying in from Florida, and she's going to be in Baltimore. And I told you guys, she has a friend, so we're going to the wedding. So she's excited about that. I'm just excited because I'm actually going to get to see her. I don't think I have seen my cousin Lillian in about, oh God, since my dad passed away, because she drove from Orlando to Miami and then back. So yeah, like 2 years. I haven't seen Lillian in 2 years, so I'm like really super. I'm glad that she actually called me and to tell me that she was going to be in town, so that I could spend some time with her. I've always liked her. She's always super nice person. Always helps other people and stuff like that. So I'm kind of excited to see her. Yeah, and then I am probably going to have my other cousin Betty visit me soon. She's in Amsterdam right now. And then from Amsterdam, she's flying to Puerto Rico. And then from Puerto Rico, then she'll probably come here for a little bit. Me and Betty are like super close. So she makes it, she visits like every year because she likes to come and relax. She used to be a teacher. A principal actually for a middle school, and she likes coming here because of the peacefulness. So we would go to wineries and stuff like that, and she would just like to sit out there and just enjoy the fresh air and just relax and stuff. So I wanted to do the same thing with my cousin Lillian, but because of the wedding and stuff like that, they have like an agenda, I guess, and stuff. So I don't want to intervene with that. So I figured maybe hopefully one weekend she could visit again, and then we can like do something else, but regardless, I'm just happy to see her. Yeah, I'm catching all 2 fabrics. Got a little nervous there because I thought I kind of lost it, but no, I got it. I'm putting all the stuff in there, and I really can't wait to get rid of all these pins because I already feel them like kind of like perking at me. I hate pins because, you can get hurt by them. See, I already feel them on me, so hate that. Oh, I hear Fred calling Mello. I guess Mello got in trouble and stuff. Mello has been in a bad habit of stealing things. He steals people's shoes. He steals all this kind of stuff. So he's been going through his little motions and stuff. Let me go down because I want to see if there's any questions that you guys have Hi, Jeanette. Having trouble removing jump stitches when setting up words in Brilliance. Please help. Okay, question time. Yay. Okay. Oh, and then, oh, Bob, did you ever lose thread stuck in Mellow's thick, fluffy fur? No, no, I haven't. He's pretty good on it. Okay, let's talk about that. Okay, Deborah came on, asked a question about removing the jump stitches when setting up words on Brilliance. Okay, so this is usually what happens. Sometimes you're going to have some jump stitches in there. One of the things that you should do is you should look into, Mellow, what do you have? Come here. Look at what he's got. Okay, hold on. Mellow, get over here. Stop. Drop it. Stop it. Okay, like I said, he's getting into the habit of stealing things. He took a pen. Stop it. No, no, no. See, tell everybody how guilty you are. You're guilty, aren't you? Oh, look at that. That face. That's my food. No. Okay. Sorry, guys. Oh, my goodness. Mellow. What did you do? All right. Okay. All right. So sometimes what happens is I do have a video where you can remove jump stitches, but sometimes when it comes to words, depending on how big and small they are, and sometimes even depending on the font, you're going to have a jump stitch here and there. So usually what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to make sure that you get good embroidery scissors so that you can get in between and snip those stitches. Now, there are some scissors that Miss Banks gifted me since you asked. Let's go in here and I'm going to take a look at them. And I'm going to show you which one she gifted me. And these are super cool because I use these all the time. And these were gifted by her. And these are the scissors. Now, these scissors are like super small, okay? But they have these little edges right here. And Deborah, these are really good to get in there and cut those jump stitches. So sometimes you're not going to be able to avoid the embroidery machine avoiding doing the jump stitches on a multi-needle machine. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. I mean, I get them too. But when I do get them, then what I'll do is I will look at the words. And when I see that there is a jump stitch that really doesn't look good, it really should be cut. That's when I reach out for these and the ones that Miss Banks gave me, and they work wonders. These are really, really, really good. Another option that works really well too are these snips as well. Okay. These are like snips. Okay. These are the second pair that I will grab if the other ones don't work. What I like about these, if you look at these scissors, see how these have like a little hook in here, a little sliding thing. So this you would slide right underneath the jump stitch, and then you would just snip it, and it's gone. So that's how I usually take care of it. Sometimes you just can't, you can't avoid it. Sometimes you're gonna get it. So, you're just gonna have to cut them manually and stuff like that. But hopefully you don't get too many where you got to be cutting all over the place. There have been times when that happened to me too. And sometimes you just gotta deal with it because it is what it is. Okay. So let me see. Oh, do you ever find loose threads stuck in Mellow's thick, fluffy fur? Yes, I do. Okay, because Mellow, he actually rolls on the floor down here and all that kind of stuff. So, and sometimes I will have one or two threads sitting on the floor. I am pretty good about not throwing thread on the floor, though. I always use my waste baskets and I always use my thread catchers. I don't like stuff on my floor, okay? And I always have like a vacuum and stuff. But once in a while, I'll do see like a little thread in Mellow. And, but I comb him every night, so whatever thread is in there, it always just comes out and stuff like that. Tomorrow he goes to the groomer and everything, so yeah. But let's see. Okay. Oh, I answered that one. Oh, and Debbie White says change the speed on the machine so you don't accidentally go too fast. Oh, For me, I guess I should. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I have it on medium right now. I do. I have it on medium. It's okay. It's going pretty good. I think I can handle the speed so far and stuff like that. Let's see. Does that walking foot help you sew straighter? Okay, one of the things that I do, Bob, is that when I am measuring the fabric, I actually try to put the edge of this fabric on the edge of the walking foot, so that it's kind of like this. You know, I try to do that. Now, one of the things that I did get was I got this like laser thing from the sewing and quilt show. But I'm gonna tell you something, it's been falling off, and I think it's because I just have not put this on right. This is supposed to be like a laser, like I just put it on here, okay? And then I'm gonna plug it on. It has like a USB right here, right? Let me push you back so you guys can see. And then you know, I'll just put in the USB port, okay? Once I have it in the ports, you can see there's a line. See the line? It's even on my tummy. See, there's a line. So this has like a little line, and then I can just, you know, make it straight. I can play with the laser to make it straight, move it here or there, and I kind of like want to push it like here. And then once you have it in the right place, let me see. Oh, then I can just tighten it up here. And I think I have the laser crooked though, but I have it kind of crooked. But this is supposed to help sew straight. But I think I have the, you know what? Let me cut this off and let me take this off, and then I'm gonna fix the laser so I have it in the right place. Okay. So I got this in the Sewing and Quilt Show. Oh, it's supposed to be this way. There you go. This is a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance right here. Now I'm going to tighten it so that it doesn't move when I sew. There you go, 1/4 of an inch straight. The only thing is sometimes it's a little bit like, it moves on me. I don't think I have it on right. Oh, now it's perfect. Now it's a perfect line. Okay. So then what I'll do is I'll just take this and I'll put this right on the line. But this is not the 1/4 of an inch. This is yeah, I don't have this lined up. I have to line it with my needle on the middle. There you go. That's where it needs to be. This is supposed to help me sew straight. My sister pointed this. There you go. Oh, I got it. Okay. All right. So let me start sewing with the line. Okay. I'm going to sew with the line. Let's see how this goes. Okay. But I want to make sure that I have this correct. There we go. All right. Cool. Yep. There we go. And it's supposed to be... See, I'm just not a fan of it. I think, see, look, this comes off. That's what it is. This doesn't stick on the way it's supposed to. That's the issue that I'm having with this thing. So, I don't know. Oh, there you go. All right, cool. Got it. All right, got it. And I can go right on the line. Oh, I gotta speed up this machine. Okay, I'm sorry, because we'll be here like forever. Okay, I mean, the baby will be graduating college by the time I get this blanket sewn. All right, so yeah, but see, this is the line, and I gotta be honest with you, I'm not too thrilled about this. I'm just gonna throw this out, but I mean, I'll mess with it later and get it going. All right, so it's just not my thing, and I don't, you know, like all that stuff in there. So anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I got it thinking that maybe it would help, but as you can see, I'm without it now. Okay, so let me get my little thing because I kind of like my fingers and stuff, and that's not going to be, look, a good look if I show up with me, you know, and I go see Lillian with a broken finger because my finger went underneath the thing. It's not going to be a good look for me. Okay, so yeah. And yeah, only thing too is that I'm not too thrilled about going to a wedding because, you know, you got to get all dressed up and all that stuff. And anybody that really knows me knows I'm not the type that I don't like to get dressed up. I used to get dressed up all the time. You know, when I was working in the beginning of my career, I was like suits all the time to the night. I used to love the Casper suits, the classic suits. I used to always dress up. But then what happened was COVID hit. And I gained weight. I sure did. I gained a lot of weight. So none of my suits fit now. Okay, so there went that. Okay, so I got 2 sides already sewn. All right, so now I'm at this side right here. And let's see how this goes. Okay, so I'm almost there. So the last set of pins. Oh, God, I hate the pins. I really do. Because you always prick yourself with the pins, especially me. I always do that. So I'm trying really hard not to do that. So, all right. So let's see. All right. So let's see. Any more questions out there? But it is a walking foot. Bob, where's the box? I had the box. Did I put the box in here? I sure did. Okay. This is what I got. So you can see. This is the one that I got for the SC1900. It's called the Brother Sewing Machine Walking Foot with the guide. Now, this does have a guide, okay? And the guide is supposed to kind of help you. Where is the guide? Where did I put it? It's right here. This is the guide. And what it's supposed to do is you're supposed to put it in the walking foot. I'll put it in so you guys can see. And it's supposed to kind of show you how to keep your stuff. You know what? Let me use the guide. What the heck? Well, I don't know why I'm using all this fancy wancy stuff. You know what I mean? When I got a guide. Why am I doing that? Oh my goodness. Thank God Bob asked me about it. You know, I'm a mess. Okay. So anyway, let me show you guys. And I don't know if you guys can really see. But back here, okay, right here. Let me pull it out. Right here. You see this? This is the guide. Okay, see this little silver thing, and you can pull it to the end of the fabric, and then you can use that. And a lot of times people use that for quilting to make sure that their lines are straight. And as a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to use this to make sure I sew straight. So yeah, and I have all this stuff and everything. So I was going to bind this, but the thing is, I never binded a big quilt like this before, so I don't know how it would work. So I don't know. If Nancy was here, I ain't gonna lie to you, I would just give it to her and say bind it for me. But then I can't do that because then I can't tell my friend Sarah that I made it. You know what I mean? Because I only half made it. You know what I'm saying? And that's like lying, so I can't do that. You know, I actually want to make it. Okay, I want to make it for my friend's baby, so that's why it's important that I do it. Okay, so yeah, I'm watching. It's catching both fabrics. And guys, I have been videotaping. It's just that I have not had the chance to go and pull the videos out and post them. For you guys that have channels, you guys know it's a lot of work. You know, the posting of the videos, the videotaping, and all that kind of stuff and everything. And I'm still working and stuff. But I will tell you, when I retire, oh, there's nothing stopping me. It's full blast. I'm going to be doing this full time. So I have then absolutely no excuse, because then I'm going to be doing this full time. I'll be able to do this full time. Just enjoy sewing. That's what I want to do. So, you know what? I really like that sewing guide. I feel like that sewing guide is really helping me a lot. I think I should be using this walking foot instead of a regular sewing foot, because I feel like it's really helping. Yep. I feel like I'm sewing straight. Oh, I pulled the wrong pin. That's not right. That's not good. But I'm okay. All right. It's okay. Now, the thing that I noticed too is that this actually, it frays a lot. This type of thing. So I'm going to have to throw it in the washing machine several times because I don't want to give it to her and then it frays with the baby on it. So I definitely have to wash it several times before I give this to her. And I'm going to have to buy baby detergent because I know with baby skin, it's very, very sensitive. So they have like special baby detergent that you have to get. So I'm going to do that, you know. So, all right. So let's see how this is coming out because this is coming out pretty good. I really like the way this is coming out. And I'm just going to turn it inside out. But I do know that I have to sew a little bit this way. So that's okay. Yep, I got it all. Yeah, because I'm a little like nervous about, you know, not catching the other thing behind. There you go. Yeah, this walking foot is really good, guys. I like it. I mean, it's feeding the fabric really nicely. So if you guys are planning on using the SC1900 with quilting, I recommend this. I got this off of Amazon too, by the way. It should be listed on my Amazon site. And my sister asked me too, because I think they had like an Amazon Prime thing. But I'm trying to cut back on my spending. So I didn't do anything on that. Okay. All right. So I got that. All right. So let's take a look at this. Okay. So I got all my pins out. Yep. Let me see. Yep. I got all my pins out. I'm going to push you guys out here. And let's take a look at what I got. Okay. All right. So, all right. I'm going to put this down. All right. So here we go. I got it all sewn. And I'm going to double check everything because I want to make sure I don't have any spots that I missed. And so far it looks really good. It does. It does. Yep. Really, really, really good. Okay, now I do have to sew a little bit from here to here. So I'm going to put a clip here inside because I need to leave an opening so that I can turn this inside out. So I'm just going to move this up here, and this will be my opening starting here, and then my opening starting here. Make sure I have plenty of, yep. Okay, we're going to see how this comes out, guys. All right, so I just got to sew. Now, one of the things that I noticed with this walking foot is that I can't back stitch on it. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'll just stitch over it. Like I'll stop it, cut it, and then I'll kind of like stitch over it so I can get that reinforced. So yeah, so I'm almost done, and then I'm going to turn this inside out, and then I think I'll have my blanket. I'll have my blanket, Mello. He's excited. Look how excited he is. See, this is what happens. Oh, I think I woke him up. I woke you up. Did I wake you up? I think I did. Okay. Look at that. You see that? He looks like he has an evil eye, right? Okay. So anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to sew this top part, and then I'm going to turn it inside out, and we're going to see how it goes. Then I'm thinking I should maybe top stitch it, and I'm not going to put a binding. And I ain't going to lie, I'm not putting a binding because I don't know how to put a binding. So, all right. So let me go down and see if there's any more questions. Let's see. Hey, Robin, how you doing? Leslie, yes, Leslie. Oh my God, it sure is, girl. Let me tell you something, Leslie. I love this thing. I like this better than the red one that I got, and I actually like this better than the bracelet that I got. shoot, I wish I had kept the packaging of this, but Leslie got me this at the Soul Quote Show. So cute. So cute. I was like, oh my God, love it. Love it. I love my little magnet thing because it's strong. It's a strong magnet. Yes, I had your face, but I forgot your name. Oh my God, Leslie, my girl Leslie. She knew how to hook a sister up. That's for sure. Oh, she hooked me up. Let's see. Okay. You know, I'm getting old. I forget everything now. All right, so I am almost done with this. And you know, I was thinking also about Miss Shirley, because when we were there at the Sewing and Quilt Show, everybody was talking about how much fun they have when they do the sew-alongs with her. And I'm like, God, I really want to join. But the thing is, I work, and because I work, I'm not going to be able to do it because I come home too freaking tired and stuff. I'm telling you, man, it's like, ugh. But okay, all right. So I'm gonna. Oh, God, would help if I put the I was gonna say the pressure foot down. All right, here we go. All right, so there we go. And I'm just gonna leave an opening, and then supposedly, then that way I could sew that opening shut once I turn it inside out. So let's see what happens. Okay. And I will tell you, I'm not a fan of these big ones because I feel they're hard to open and close. Not really a big fan of them, but that's okay. But they work. They work. So you can't get mad about that. Yeah, I see Leslie every year at the Sew and Quote Show and stuff. And we got to get together. We definitely have to get together. All right, now I forgot where I was supposed to put my opening. Okay, so I think this is the last one, and then I'll do my opening. I know I got to leave an opening somewhere, so. All right, so, I mean, it doesn't really, like, ooh, is it getting stuck? I think it's getting stuck. Oh, no, it's walking. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right here. And then because this foot doesn't allow me to really like, see, because when I go to backstitch, it doesn't backstitch. So I'm just going to cut it. And then I'm just going to go over it. That's what I'm going to do. And I'll go over it again. Because you want to reinforce that. Okay. All right, so this is my opening area. And now I'm going to go over here. And then I'm going to keep sewing. There we go. There we go. All right, so. And then because that's another place that has to be reinforced, I'm going to close it and then lift it up. I'm going to go back and I'm going to reinforce that stitch. Because that's the only thing with this foot. You cannot reverse. It will not. You can press the button, but it's not going to walk backwards, which kind of sucks. But that's okay. Oh, hit the wrong button. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go up, and then I wanted to just reinforce the stitch. And there we go. All right, so now we're going to keep on going. We're going to town. We're going to town. And then I'm going to finish the rest of this side. And then I'm going to turn it inside out. We'll see how it looks. Hopefully it looks okay. I gotta admit, this was kind of fun to make. I mean, everybody keeps saying, oh, be careful because you're going to be addicted. I could see that. I could really see that. Because after a while, it's kind of like, you know, putting a puzzle together. But I think all sewing, all sewing projects are like that. It's like you're putting a puzzle together. So, all right, so cool. All right, cool beans. All right, so let's go over to the cutting board and let's turn this sucker inside out. Let's see what it looks like. All right, before we turn it inside out, you know, I like to clean. So I'm going to put stuff where they're supposed to be. I always put this here. This was fabric that I was going to use for the binding, but I decided I'm not going to do binding because I don't know how to do binding. I may not want to mess this one up. So, yeah, so I'm going to be like, okay, even though I know binding could be a little bit easy. And then this was a set that I bought to do the binding. Supposedly, you're supposed to be able to like cut the strips, right? To like, I don't know, like 2.5 or something like that. And then when you cut them, you use these things and you can like, you know, sew them to bind them, you know, to create bindings. So, but I decided I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to put this away. And I bought that because I wanted to not do that. And then these are threads that I have to put away because I got an order for dinner napkins. This is the time, guys. I'm telling you, if you guys are into sewing dinner napkins, this is the season because people want to, you know, like Halloween is right around the corner, right? As soon as Halloween is over, guess what? People are going to start doing Thanksgiving. Then they're going to do Christmas. And what they're going to start doing is they're going to want to start, you know, they're going to start doing their Christmas dinners, Thanksgiving dinners, and guess what they want? They want dinner napkins. So, yeah. So, all right. So I got this. You guys know I don't like putting stuff on the floor. I don't because I don't think that's good. I would never want to put stuff on the floor. And you know, there was something like I remember once there was a lady that when she told me, she gave me like a saying. She said, "You never put a pocketbook on the floor." She told me that once. And I was like, "You don't?" And I'm like, "Why?" And then she said, "Because that's a good way to lose your money." And I was like, "Oh." So I guess it's a superstition or something like that. I don't know. But she told me that. And I will tell you, after that, I never put a pocketbook on the floor. So I know I do have to snip the edges so that way it'll turn over in the corners a little bit better. So let me get scissors. And I hope you guys kind of like tonight because I know every night I always give you guys like a little topic and stuff. But I don't know. I was exhausted and honestly, I didn't really have much of a topic because I keep telling folks, hey, if you have something you want me to cover, let me know and I'll cover it. And the thing is, I just don't want to like do the same old topics either. You know, I want, you know, because when I have the topics, I don't mind doing the same topics if I have something new to add, right? You know, that I haven't like thought about before. But if I you know, if I really don't have a topic, I don't like to waste people's time and stuff like that, you know, even though I just really just want to hang out with you guys because I just kind of like hanging out. All right, so I got this corner and I have one more corner because, of course, there's always 4. And I just want to cut just a little bit. So I just want to make sure there's not enough bulk. And I think I'm okay with the ends. Oh, Mello walked out. I guess he's bored. All right, so now let me put this on the side. Okay, so I'm going to see. Oh, I didn't sew the whole thing shut, did I? I know I didn't. Where's my opening? Okay, there's my opening. So here we go. Moment of truth. Let's see how this comes out when I turn it inside out. Oh, it's coming out cute. I love it. I think she's going to like it. I think she's going to like it. Oh, that was very easy to turn inside out. I'm poking the little corners here. Poke this little corner right here too. It turns inside out very, very easy. I'm poking all the corners here to make sure they're okay. See? Yay! And Hold on, I want to poke the corners on the end. Where's the opening? Oh, there it is. Okay. I want to poke the corners on the end because I want to make sure. Come out nice. And I want to run my finger to make sure everything came out really nice. I think this is a really cute blanket for, like, you know, for the baby. I think this is really, 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 like, super cute. What do you guys think? You see it? Oh, I don't know if you guys see it. Look. Yay. All right, let me put it on here. Whee. Look at how nice. I think this is really cute. Now the question that I have is, should I top stitch it? I know I have to close that opening. And I'm thinking if I top stitch it, or should I just leave it as is? Because, you know, it's free flowing kind of. Now already on the floor, I see a lot of lint, and I know that's from the quilt. And here's the opening. Here it is. So I know I'm gonna have to top stitch this area right here. And now I'm wondering, hold on, I'm gonna get some clips. Hold on, I got some really good clips for this. Ta-da! I love these. These I like because they're easier, stuff like that. So let me see. I can use these clips right here and close them up real good. And right here. So it's just really this little portion. And you know what I was thinking too? Like, some people, they hand stitch. And when they hand stitch, it's like you can't see the stitches. I'm thinking maybe I should do that. Maybe hand stitch it. Because if I run it through the machine, you're going to see. This is what I'm thinking, guys. If I run it through the machine, you're going to see the stitches on the end. But if I hand stitch it, I can hand stitch it in here. And it'll just shut this close. I'm going to do that. I'm going to hand stitch it. Okay. Let me just do that. All right. So, okay, guys. So, I guess I'll be hand stitching tonight because I want to hand stitch this close, because if I don't, then what happens is you'll see the stitches from the machine on the other side. I need water and stuff. Let me go down and see if there's any questions and stuff. Look at Nancy. You can just pivot instead of cutting the thread and taking it out. Yeah, I could. I could pivot it, but it's okay. It works. Hi, Jeanette and everyone. Been trying a long time, making a live. I usually watch the reruns. Hey, Annette. How are you? How you doing? Welcome to the live. Let's see. Yep. So true. Quilts are literally made with blood, sweat, and tears. And I will tell you, these quilts are, I can see, and you know, I have seen some beautiful quilts when we went to the sewing and quilt show. I mean, my sister was looking at them, and I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of like, it's a quilt, so what, right? But then as I start learning how to sew, right? One of the things that I quickly learned was the precision and the sweat that it takes to actually create a quilt. I mean, it's like it's amazing how people have spent so much time, in cutting the fabric, in ironing the fabric, in sewing the fabric. And they have, you look at some of these and it's the most beautiful pieces. And my mom bought me this for Christmas years ago. I remember, just a little story, I don't know if Nancy knows this, but when I had my townhome in Bristol, my mom and dad, every year when they were living in New York, I was a single mom back then. I knew the intention, but you never say anything because, parents are parents, right? So my mom and dad used to always make it a point to visit me, especially I know it was my dad mostly. He would make it a point to come visit me at least once every couple of months, like 4 or 5 months. He would tell my mom, "Hey, we're gonna go to Virginia to see Jeanette." And I used to laugh because one of the things that my dad used to do is that he would walk around the townhouse and he would look for things that were broken to see if there was something for him to fix, right? Because, that's what parents do, right? It doesn't matter how old you are or whatever. And I know my dad used to worry because it was me and Carnito living in the state by ourselves with no family. So he was always looking to make sure that his daughter and his grandson were okay. So once my mom said that she was going to come visit. So this was before I actually got really heavy into sewing. I went to Walmart and I bought a sewing machine. And the sewing machine, I think, was like $89. It was a real cheap sewing machine. It was like a Singer, right? And I was starting to decorate my townhouse and I bought some fabric, right? And I remember, I bought the sewing machine. My mom saw it and she was like, "Oh, you're going to sew?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then she goes, "Okay, well, let me help you." So my mom was like showing me how to cut the fabric. And for those that know me, you guys know that I'm not kind of like real patient person, right? I like to just get things done. Like I have a project in mind. I just want to see the finish line, right? So my mom's like measuring, she's cutting the fabric, and I'm kind of like, okay, this is taking too long. I just want some curtains. That's all I want, some plain balances. So she started cutting the fabric, and then my father called her for such, so she went downstairs. So when she left, I went and I took the scissors. I cut that fabric myself. I didn't use no ruler. I didn't use no tailor's chalk. I just went snip, snip, snip and cut it, right? So my mom came up and she said, "You cut the fabric already?" And I said, "Yeah, it's easy to cut." So she was like, "Okay." So she didn't say anything, right? She kept her mouth shut. And then she said, "Well, let's sew it." And then she took out the iron, right? So I was like, "Why are you taking out the iron?" And she's like, "Well, because you have to iron the fabric, because you're not going to sew it when it's all wrinkled, right?" So I'm like, "Oh boy, here we go. We got to iron it." So that's what went through my mind, right? So my mom, once again, got called by my dad. So I took the fabric and I just put it through that machine, okay? And I just like put it underneath the sewing machine. I just went zun, 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 zun. And I was sewing and everything, right? So my mom came up and I was like, "Oh, I finished one valance." So my mom was like, "You finished that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I finished it." I didn't measure. I didn't mark it. I didn't pin it. I mean, all I did was put that sucker through the machine. I waited for her to turn her back and I just hit that pedal to the metal and that machine was going. So anyway, the moment of truth came out, right? And it was time for me to put my valance on the window. And I think my mom probably peed her pants laughing because I put it on the rod, right? And then when I put it on the window, this is how the valance looked. The first part, which is what she sewed, was even. Then the valance started going like this. Okay. It started going like this. So it started, instead of being a valance that here's the top of the window and the bottom of the curtain and it's supposed to be going straight, you could tell where my mother did it and where she sewed was straight. And then when I took over, it went you like that. So when I put it up, I mean, she just cracked up. And I thought, I was kind of like, sewing's not for me, because I'm just not patient. And she told me, she was like, that takes time, Jeanette. It takes time. You can't just like throw fabric together. But she had one hell of a laugh when I did that. I mean, she just told my dad, and then my dad came upstairs and he looked at it. He said, "What the hell is that?" And I was like, "Oh, shut up! It's supposed to be a valance, So that was my that was my first experience of sewing, and that's when I really learned that, yeah, you're right. It's all about sweat and tears. It is not, it is, you got to have time. You can't just come out and say, "Oh, I'm gonna do something," and then it's done in an hour. Okay, some of these quilts that me and my sister saw at the sewing and quilt show, I could tell that it had to take years for these people to make those things. It just had to. There's just no way. I mean, I don't know if I would have been able to have done. I mean, it's art. It really is. And you know what really, when I see that, and even when I see my mom and she crochets, because she loves to crochet. I mean, that's how she likes to pass her time. When I see my mom do it and I see the effort that she does, it's like every single stitch with her hands and the precision that she has. And she's self-taught. She did not take any, I am telling you, she is not, none of her stuff was taught by YouTube. Mom is purely self-taught, and she has done such beautiful work. She really has. She has done some gorgeous bedspreads. I have a scarf that I still use that she made, and I would love for her to make me another one. So I think I'm gonna reach out to her and tell her to make me another one that I used to wear with my suits when I used to go to work. And I still have it. It's gorgeous. The only thing that with the crochet is washing it. You want to make sure that you wash it in gentle wash. And I think she just soaks her bedspreads in soapy water and stuff like that. She doesn't put it in a washing machine at all and stuff. But she has made, I think she made my sister a bedspread when she got married, and she made me one. And they're just gorgeous. Yeah, I'm glad I hand stitched this. This looks a lot better, because if I would have machine stitched it, you would see the stitches behind. So I can do a hidden stitch on this, and it looks a lot better and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, so let me keep going down and see what other questions you have. Clips are much better. Yep, they sure are, because they sure don't hurt you, that's for sure. Everybody loves those clips. Mello wants your attention. He always wants the attention. Mello wants to play. Mello loves playing with the laser. He is all about the light. He is all about the light. Hey McFake, how are you? How you doing? Let's see. Seems like the laser would be better with a metal machine shell. I think so too. I think maybe that, yeah, Bob, I agree. I think I'm gonna transfer that to my Juki, and I'm gonna see. And I got 2 bases because I wanted to see if it would work with both machines, but I don't think it's gonna work well with the plastic one, and that's okay. I mean, I gotta be honest, I just gotta sew better. That's what I tell myself. Jeanette, just get over it and just learn how to sew better. That's what you need to do. So, yeah. So this is actually coming out pretty nice. I think Sarah's really gonna like her blanket. Um, this is coming out pretty good. Ow. I just pricked myself. All right. That's the thing with the pins and the needles. Lots of blood. Lots of blood. I'm going to tell Sarah this blanket came with a lot of blood. No, I'm not going to tell her that because this is a baby blanket. It's supposed to be a blessing. So, okay. So, let's see. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, Miss Max, working on in Brilliance. I inserted a USB with the file I needed. I need to change a word, but in Brilliance keeps giving me the wrong font. What I would do is see. It's giving you the wrong font. I would delete the word altogether and then re-add the word. Because sometimes it could be that that's a little stuck. So I would try that, Miss Max. Try to delete it altogether, the wording, and then just add it. And that might work. Oh, I keep pricking myself. It's not good. All right. Oh, this is going pretty good. Okay. Yeah, that's what I would do. Oh, I got a lot more. If I would have knew that I was going to hand stitch this, I would have made a smaller opening. I would have. But that's okay. I just gotta suck it up, buttercup, and just do what I gotta do. Just do what I gotta do, right? Okay. All right. So here we go. Okay. Make sure I have this. Oh, and I got so much to do tomorrow. Let's see. Work on my garden. What type do you have? Oh, people are working on it, on their gardens. Did you embroider the blanket before you sold it? No, I did not. I decided this blanket, I'm not going to embroider it. If I do anything with it, I was thinking of just putting like a patch in the back. But because of this fabric being with the flower, Miss Fake, I decided I'm not going to embroider this blanket. I'm going to just give this blanket as is. I have lots of other blankets, and I am going to embroider a baby blanket for them. I'll probably do the heirloom blanket and embroider that. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so I'm going to embroider a heirloom blanket for them. That's what I'm going to do. So this one, I'm just going to leave it as is because I think it's really cute. And I got to throw it in the washing machine several times too. So because I want to make sure that that it holds up. And I don't want lint going all over the place when they give it to the baby, you know, and stuff. Cute blanket though. I think this is a pretty cute blanket for them to host. Yeah, so let me see. Yeah, the sewing's coming out pretty good. Okay. I'm pretty proud of myself. This is okay for a first blanket, guys. I think this is cute. And I think I'm doing good. Just a little bit of blood dots for my hands. Let me stop. No blood yet. No blood yet. So, yeah, but no, it's going pretty good. Yeah. So let's see. Where are you getting the napkins from again? I get my dinner napkins from Amazon, Miss Fake. I actually purchased it from them. Oops. That's where I get mine. I kind of like them because the material is pretty good. It's thick. I like to embroider on thick napkins. I don't like thin ones because they're They're kind of flaky. And depending on the embroidery design that you use, sometimes it just won't work well. It won't work well with certain embroidery designs, especially if the embroidery design is dense. Even though I always tell people try to stay away from dense embroidery designs and stuff. So yeah, talk about embroidery designs and orders. I had to turn down a couple of orders this weekend. One, because I thought one order was kind of like, yeah, right, I'm not doing that. Um, it was first of all, I could tell it was copyright material, and I don't touch copyright. And the second thing was that's way too much work. A lot of digitizing was going to take place, and when you could tell right off the bat, if people are not going to pay for that, you know, because this is the thing, when you have to get something digitized, you not only pay charge for the digitizing, but you have to charge for your service too, because remember, you have to test stitch that design. Just because the digitizer gave you a design doesn't mean that the design works well. So I was like, that's not going to happen. I like to pick and choose my jobs. That's the beauty about what I do, because what I do, it's not something that's gonna, I mean, I use the money a lot to pay for Carlito's school for his dorm, and now that's over with, because he's back home, and I just do it, just to put money on the side. And I'm going to be retiring soon, so I want to take this business to another level, but I don't know what. I mean, I have a business plan in place, and I think I'll be all right. I think I'll do okay. We'll see what happens when the time comes. I'm still analyzing everything. I'm one of those that I like to analyze things. Sometimes I can analyze them a little bit too much, but I like to know all my risks. I do that in everything. Life decisions, financial decisions. I like to look at everything as a whole. I am a risk taker, that's for sure, but I am a strategic risk taker when it comes to certain things. I like to look at things from all angles and make sure that I am very well aware of the risk that I'm accepting. So I do that with everything. Nancy will tell you. I think she's the same way too when it comes to certain things. That way, when things happen, they were expected and we know how to handle it. So yeah, kind of like the way this is coming out. It's coming out pretty nice. I like it. I'm content. I am pretty content with the outcome of this blanket, and I think she's gonna like it too. Yeah, because I'm like sewing this along here. All right, let me see down. Cute. I enjoy. Oh, thank you, Annette. Oh, thanks. I guess you guys liked how it's coming out. Top stitch all the way around the blanket, or the blanket won't stay together right. It won't. You should top stitch. Everybody say navy, but good idea. And I'm over here hand stitching. All right. Well, let me finish hand stitching. That's a very good. I have navy blue. Why didn't I think of that? You're right. I can do navy blue. All right. I'll do that. Let me see. How much more do I have? I don't have that much more to go. So, and then, yeah. But, I thought about that. I thought, is it going to stay together and stuff like that? But, all right, that's fine. I will, I'm going to top stitch. And you're right. Use a navy blue. I have navy blue thread. Hell, I got every color thread, right? I could use embroidery thread to sew. To sew it, all I have to do is just sew right on the edge, and it'll be good. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't. I should have read you guys' comments before I started hand sewing. I tell you, because as you can see, I'm like, this takes a long time. And think about it too. Before machines, people were doing this all the freaking time. Hand sewing the clothes and everything. So could you imagine having a hand sew clothes from scratch now? That's like crazy. I mean, people probably look at you like you nuts to ask them to do something like that. Oh, well. Yeah, but okay. Well, I'm almost done, and then I'll go over there and I'll hand stitch it. I'll top stitch it with navy blue, like you guys said, because that'll be cute. You're right. I mean, why didn't I don't know why I didn't think of that. Had a moment of not thinking. Now I want to hurry up and finish this, so because I know once I top stitch it, it'll be better. Let me just do long stitches here, and then I'll just top stitch, like you guys said. I'll just have to wind a bobbin with navy blue thread, and then I'll just top stitch the rest of it, and then I'm good. Yep. And it'll be more secure, like you said. Because they're gonna wash it and all that kind of stuff and everything when it goes through the washing machine. You want it to be good. So yeah, but I'm almost done. Oh boy. Yeah, so all right, here we go. See, now I'm rushing because I want to go get it stopped. Do the top stitch. And is that it? Just a little bit more. And then I'm almost done. Yeah. And that's some so. Yep, right here. And then just one more, and then I'm not going to worry too much. Ow. There you go. Okay. Oops. Okay. All right. So, all right. Now I'm going to do what you guys said I should have did in the first place. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I did that. Anyway. This is a moment where if my mom saw it, she would be laughing too. She would be like, that Jeanette. Okay. All right. So let me put this away. And then I'm going to go back to my machine. And I'm going to use navy blue thread because I have the thread that's perfect for it too. So, yeah. So let's take a look at the outcome so far. All right, so this is it. All sewn up. Okay. All of it. This is the front. And then cute. Nice. And then this is the back. And then, like you guys said, I'm going to top stitch on the ends. Really, I'm going to be really careful to do just the end. Yeah, but it's like something tells me it might look funky, though. I don't know, but... All right, I trust you guys. I'm going to do the ends, just like you guys said. I just got to go real slow and make sure I do this. All right, so we'll see. Okay, that came out really cute. I really like the way it came out. I mean, there's nothing in between, so I don't know. I mean, oh, now I'm like debating. Should I? All right, you guys vote. Top stitch or no stitch? Top stitch or no stitch? I'm going to the bottom of the chat to see. I know that you are often sold on Brother and many other small embroideries, but you can consider Racoma 2-head machine. about 15. Nah, I'm okay with what the machines I got. I mean, it works for me. Let me see. Can't afford a long arm. Don't. Yes, top stitch. All right, everybody's voting top stitch. Okay, all right. I'm gonna do the top stitch then. All right. So, all right, so let's go over here. And this is the thread I'm gonna use because I already have an idea of what I should use. I'm gonna use this one. This is, nope, it is not perfect. It sticks out too much. This is not perfect. This is not going to work. This is not, yeah, I'm over here thinking that one. No. All right, so let me see. Okay, hold on. I got more. I don't think this is going to work either, but let me see. Nope, this one's more like it. This is too much. Okay, this isn't going to work either. Oh, how about this? A little better. I think this one will work. Oh, let me see this one. I think this one. Okay, I'm gonna pick this one. This one's gonna work. This is too dark. This is fine. All right, I got a thread. All right. Okay. I'm like super thirsty. I don't know why. I'm like, oh my god. All right. All right. I need a bobbin. Empty. Here we go. And take this thread out. Okay. Put that here. All right, let me bring you guys over. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this color. This color is pretty cool. I'm going to put it in here. And it's here, here, and then I have to go here and then here. All right. Then in here, oh boy, put this in here. Hopefully I can remember how to wind my bobbin. There we go. There we go. I'm holding it up here, and here we go. And it didn't work. Okay. Because I did not hold it right. This always takes a minute for me to do. All right. Oh, came out again. All right, Jeanette, let's get it together. Let's get it together, girl. Come on. You got this. You can do this. Don't let a machine beat you. All right, here we go. There we go. It's winding my bobbin. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wind, 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 wind. It's going a good job. And I think that's enough thread. All right, I'm going to stop it there because I think that's good enough, okay? Because I don't want to use all my embroidery thread. All right, so, yeah, this should be more than enough thread that I need. Okay, got it. So I'm going to take out the white and put that in my little cabinet. Nice and neat. Take out the blue. Okay, here it is. And I'm going to put that in here. And put in the bobbin thread. There you go. All right. So now put this on the top thread. Wee, wee, wee. Here we go. All right. Got it threaded. And got that. Where's the plastic on my thing? Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. All right, so we are ready to top stitch. But before I top stitch, I want to line it up good. I've been drinking a lot of water. Oh, God. All right, I'm going to move this over. And then I got this. Okay. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to clip this, but I'm going to clip it with little ones. The reason why I want to clip it is so that I can hold on to it really good. Okay, so that way I already kind of know where I'm going to sew. Kind of. You know, I don't want like for it to then like sew like this. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that I'm sewing right on the edge, nice and neat. So that's why I want to clip it down and make sure that I have a good handle of where my sewing is going to be. And this is several layers too, so because I want to make sure that it looks good. There you go. And then here, sew this here too. And then I can go down here. Okay. Yeah, so, and the other thing too is I want to get this gift done because, you know, guys, start preparing. The holidays are coming. And when the holidays are coming, that's when it's gonna get really super busy. Okay, so I have this. I can start there and then I can just do little by little and see. Okay, so all right, so I got this here up and I'm gonna start like around here. And I want it to be like right here. There you go. Oops. There you go, like right there. Yeah, I don't know about this top stitching, but all right, if you guys say so, then I'll go ahead and do it. But because my thing is that blue thread is going to be right on the top. But if I do it right, it should look nice. I agree. If I do it right, it's going to look nice. Gotta have faith. Okay, so yeah. All right. So let me make sure I have this laid out correctly so that it looks good and it's laid nicely. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to go start and top stitch it. And yeah, everybody says that you can press that edge down. Lengthen the stitch. Lengthen the stitch. Okay. I have it at 2.5. So I think what I'm going to do is, like you said, lengthen that stitch. So let's see. Oops, that's not it. I'll do 3.5. I think 3.5 is good. Okay. Yeah. That's the 3.5 is the stitch. Okay. All right. Yep. And okay, that's going this way. I want it in the middle. Yeah, I want the stitch to be in the middle. And I'm going to do this like right here. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go, guys. Whew. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do it. All right, here we go. Because you're right. I should top stitch it because that way it'll be okay. All right, here we go. Oh boy. I don't like the way it But I'm gonna keep going. I don't know, guys. But all right, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. It is what it is, right? Because you're right. If I don't top stitch it, I think I should have used white, not blue or beige. Should I use beige? Well, it's too late. I already started it. I'm not gonna undo all that stuff. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay. Yep. Okay. Oh. I don't know. Oh. You know what I did? Let me see this now. That's why it's just a little piece of the blanket. I didn't change the length. I changed the width. Okay. I broke a needle. Okay, so I broke a needle. See, that was not a good idea. Oh, man. Okay, the needle's in here. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Guys don't like it. I think I'm going to stop because this is what it's looking like, and I don't like that. Maybe if I zigzag stitch, maybe a decorative stitch would have been better. And I just broke my needle. Oh, I need another needle. Let me get a universal needle. All right, so these are all my bad needles. Okay, so they're not all broken. These are my used needles from my embroidery machine and all that stuff. So let me get that piece that broke off. Always find all the pieces of your needle. Never leave like broken needles anywhere because it could get in somebody's skin or something like that. Everything, you just never know. Oh, wrong spot. So yeah. Oh, this sucks. Okay. Broken needle. Ooh. All right. So, all right. Where's the top for? Where did I just put it? I know I just had it. Oh my god. There it is. Okay. Broken. Okay. Universal needles. Where are they? Here we go. These are my 9014. Okay. And they're all open. Let me see. I don't know. I usually mark which one that I've opened. Okay. I'll just mark this one. Okay. Whenever I open up a new box of needles, one of the things that I do is I mark it, okay? Because usually you get 10 needles per pack. So I will mark it so I know I already started using this pack of needles. So I don't go around because it helps me with inventory. That way I know I have all these needles and then, you know, use this one. So, all right, so I'll grab one needle from here. This is my new one. Put these back in the bag. And I usually like to put this in the front so that I know that the one that's marked is the one that I already started using the needle. So I know that open this one. So you can use white on top and blue at the bottom. You know what? I'm going to do that, Miss Banks. All right, so where's the seam ripper? Because I got to take out that seam. All right, so yeah, I'm going to do that, Miss Banks. I'm going to use white at the top because it doesn't look right with the blue. It doesn't. So that's not going to work for me. Oh, but let me put my needle in first. Okay. Sure. I'm going to do that, Miss Banks. Yeah, I'm going to use the blue at the bottom and the white on the top because that blue on the top isn't going to work. It doesn't look right. So I already cut this off. Is this thread still? Oh, shoot. Wasn't able to pull it from the bottom, so that's okay. I mean, just don't. You're not supposed to do it all the time. Where's my white thread? I had it right here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what Miss Banks said. I'm using white at the top, blue at the bottom. And that'll work just fine. There you go. Changed it. Let me put my case where it's supposed to be. This is a lot of work. Oh my God. Okay, so that sweating already. Okay, so I do need to get the seam ripper because I need to pull that out because I don't want that in there. So I got 2 seam rippers here. And I want to start pulling that out because I don't want to give it to her like that. This is her first baby, so it's supposed to be special. And it's right here. Oh boy. Here we go. Your best friend, you know, when you gotta. All right, I can't get the seam ripper out. What the heck? What happened? These are the cheap ones too. Oh my God. All right, whatever. So I'll have to take this one out. All right. This was an expensive one that I bought, and I regret this buy because this comes out. See? And it's supposed to be in there. So I don't know. I guess I got a bad one. And I didn't realize that. And it was too late. And I was like, oh, well. Shoot. This thing's going to be hard to get out, too. Because the width is so small. It's like, oh, boy. Oh. Did I bother? It's just a little bit. You think she'll notice? I would notice. You don't want to give a gift like that. I mean, oh boy. And I can't see the blue from underneath for me to grab it. That's what really sucks. I can't see the thread of blue underneath. So, of course, I'm going to have to go and take this out from the top. This is going to be a long night. Very long night. Oh. This isn't good. Okay. Yep. This is not going to work for me. All right. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it, and I'm going to tell her about the mistake, and hopefully she treasures the mistake. I don't know. All right, so here we go again. I'm gonna do over it. I'm gonna stitch over it. I'm gonna try. Hopefully it won't look that bad. You know. We'll see. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna try to see if I can put it exactly where it was before, and maybe I can stitch over that. And it's stitching over. It's not an exact, what, let me see. It's all right. It's not bad. It'll pass for me. Okay. It's okay. Uh-oh. Okay. You know what it is? It gets stuck in certain areas. So you really have to be careful. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. It's just a little portion of the blanket. I wish I saw that comment by Miss Banks. And see, and here I could feel the bulk, right? So I know that the needle's gonna struggle on that end. So I'm gonna have to really go slow. Okay, there goes another needle. All right, here we go. And no, the needle's not broken. But, okay, and it's not caught. So it's not a bath thing. But I know that, did you see that? Did you see that? Boy, I tell you, I don't want to throw this on the floor. Okay. It's that big bulk. So I'm just going to skip that bulk because it doesn't have to be the whole thing. You think she'll know? Nah. She won't know. Okay. Oh, man, it's hard. This is not. You know what it is? It's the bulkiness. Oops, forgot the thing. It's the bulkiness. Whenever I get to a part where it's like the square and everything, I have all that bulkiness underneath, it's a little hard. See, like here it's easy. But yeah, when I get to the bulkiness, watch my fingers too. I don't want to lose my fingers. I actually like my fingers. What happened to my chopstick? Oh man. Okay. See, this is what I mean about losing things. Look at that. I know it's in here somewhere. Somewhere. Where is it? Did I put it back? I must have put it back. Oh my goodness. Always have more than one. Always, 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 because you never know. Okay, so let me put my little bottle here of water. And yeah, it looks a lot better with the white on the top. It does. So see, like right here, I already feel another bulk. So I know I gotta pull it along. And already I started crooked. I started sewing crooked already, see? And I'm in the same spot. There you go. Okay. Looks like the fingers are the way to go, but I don't want to like mess myself up. Okay. And then I'm going to pivot like Nancy said. She said to pivot. So I'm going to pivot. There you go. I'll pivot right here. I'll pivot. Okay, so now I'm going to lift, turn. Oh boy. Okay. Man, this is a lot of work. Okay, so all right, so I'm gonna hold on to this. Let me see. I want to make sure that I have all this stuff lined up here too. Oh my goodness, this is a lot. Okay. Yep. And there we go. Yep. So you guys are hanging in there with me tonight. Everybody's probably like, I want to see how that blanket turns out. Oh my goodness. Oh, lower the presser foot. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so it's coming along. It's coming along, guys. I just gotta. We top stitch one side. Now I'm top stitching the other, and we're gonna keep going. And like I said, these bulky areas, I gotta help the. What I do is on the back, I kind of like pull the thread a little. I mean the fabric a little bit to help, because there's a lot of bulk in here. So yeah, but it's coming along. I kind of thank you, Miss Banks. I'm telling you, I like the white thread a lot better on the top. And I like that the blue thread is going to be at the bottom. So that's going to work out just fine. All right, and I'm chugging along. And I just want to make sure this is lined up right. That's why I'm putting these kind of clips in here, because I don't want... It's coming out pretty good. Kind of like it. All right. And I'm coming across the little bulky area. There we go. Take this off. Woo. Broke another needle. Yep, that one's gone. I better leave that pack out because it looks like I'm going to be using a lot of them. Okay, so, all right, hopefully the back of that needle is somewhere in here. Oh, that's great. Now it's stuck in the machine. Okay. I got to find that other needle because I want to make sure that needle is not in the blanket at all. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't believe this happened. All right. And where is it? Okay. Yeah. All right. I can't find the back of that needle, the needle that broke. So that's going to be a problem, because if I can't find it and I'm not sure if it's on this blanket, I'm not going to give that to her, because I do not want a chance that needle is in that blanket and the baby gets it. There's no freaking way I want to do that. It's not going to happen. And it is nowhere. Is that it? Shoot. I don't know. Don't know where that needle went. That's not good. All right, so much for the blanket. Then I guess I'll have to just embroider another blanket, because I'm definitely not going to give her this blanket if there is a needle stuck in here, because I don't know where that needle went. And I'm not doing that. It's got to be somewhere in here, hopefully. Oh, man. can't find it. It's either stuck in the blanket somewhere, or it's in the machine, and it's not in the machine. It would be here somewhere. That means it's in the blanket. That's great. All right, so all that work, and I can't get rid of the blanket. There's no way that I'm going to be able to do that because I don't want a chance. I don't want a chance at that needle. Nope. Can't find it. No. I'm pissed. I am really pissed. I cannot believe that after all this work, I break a needle and the needle goes into the blanket. It has to be in the blanket because there's no other place where it would be. Shoot. All right. Well, I'm going to, you know what? I should just stick to my heirloom blankets. I don't know why I did this. Why did I want to do the quilting? Because the quilting just it didn't work out. And I can't do that. I can't. If I don't find that other piece, this blanket's not going. There's just no way. I can't. Because now I'm taking out this part because I'm determined to find that other piece, because that's the thing that really sucks about like when a needle breaks, because you have to find all the pieces, because it can be very dangerous. Not just for, the person, it can be dangerous because it can, go into somebody's skin, or it can fly in somebody's eye. Oh man. All right, let me just put that here. Now I'm kind of like pissed off a little bit. All right, do I have the needle up? No. Where is it? I'm taking out the plate now to see. It's nowhere in here. Nowhere. Can't find it. Just cannot. That means that it's in the blanket. It has to be in the blanket because it didn't fall anywhere else in here. It freaking sucks. Yep. All right, guys. So much for the blanket. Because there's just no way. Yeah, I don't even hear it. I don't hear it. There's nothing. And it's a broken needle. And pieces don't just disappear. They go somewhere. So that means that when that needle broke, it embedded itself inside the blanket. And I'm like feeling for it. What fell? The plate. All right, so I got a feeling that it's in here somewhere. That it's in my blanket. Make a smaller one, cutting off a strip. I noticed that the brothers do not have that final thread guide. Unpick that area in the morning, you'll find it. Maybe look underneath the machine. A light or magnet. Yeah, I have a feeling it's in here. And then I would have to unsew all of it. I'm going to be pissed if I can't find that. Something tells me it's stuck in the blanket. All right, guys. So anyway, hope you like this video. Because this was a blanket that I was going to give to my girlfriend. However, did you ever sew the blanket? Did you ever import? No, I did not. No. Tried to bag it to find it. Yeah. I think it is in here. I think it's stuck in here. I don't have a little magnet to find it. Let me see. Here's a magnet, but I don't think it's gonna. Nothing. Guys, I think that fell. That got buried in the blanket. Because it is not in the machine. It really isn't. And that's not good. Not good at all. So, all right. So, that's kind of upsetting, though. Because I spent a lot of time on this blanket. And now I can't even gift it. So, what a waste of fabric. Now I got to think, what else can I do? Because the thing is, I don't trust this blanket because I don't know where the hell the needle fell. And I don't want to gift it thinking that I cut it off and then I didn't. So this didn't go well. This did not go well for me. I'm pretty upset about it because I spent money on the patches. And now I can't find that thing, and I just don't want to. I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna ignore it and act like this is not gonna happen. It's just, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. Now I know why I don't sew. Now I know why I embroider. Because embroidering is so much easier for me. Sewing just doesn't work out for me. And yeah. I don't know where the other part is. And because I don't know where the other part of that needle is, this blanket is not going to go to the baby. That's for sure. Because God forbid. Oh my God. Nope. No way. No freaking way. That means there's a needle stuck somewhere in this blanket. Just fine. You know what I'll do? I'm going to use this as a wall thing. That's what I'll do. I'll find another use for it other than giving it to the baby. And what a waste. You believe that? I can't believe that. I just cannot believe that happened. That sucks. Oh well. Don't give up your 5-figure things out. Yeah. Keep the blanket. Give it to her when the baby's 18. Maybe I'll do that. I'll probably give it to her when the baby's 18. Baby gets on her nerves or something. I don't know. I'll tell her about it, but I'm not going to give it to her. And I'm going to tell her I don't want you to have it because there's just no way. No. What I will do is I have plenty of those heirloom blankets and stuff like that. So what I'll do is I'll make several of those blankets for her. And I know those blankets are safe and they're not, I just don't, it's not right, That's, can't do it. And I don't even know where the hell that shit went. Oh, excuse me. I don't know where it went, guys. Yeah. I'm just not gonna, it's not on here. Ain't that something? It makes me want to turn the machine around and just shake it, you know? But yeah. That really does suck. That sucks. And this is a magnet right here. I wish I had like a little magnet that I could just go in and, but no, it's not. It is not out here. And because it's not out here, because the machine went, the needles go up and down, it should be readily in this area. And if it's not, that means it is stuck in that blanket somewhere. And it's just not doing it. So it's a little upsetting, but it is, right? It's life. So shoot. Yeah, I don't see it on the side. Nothing. So that kind of sucks. All right, guys. Well, project fail. This didn't work out so well. Yeah, this kind of sucks a little bit. So that's all right. Let me put this back together before I lose the screws, and then I'll really be mad. Because I messed it up big time. Oh, wrong way. Oh no, I think I did put it the right way. It's this way. Okay. Yeah, this didn't work out for me, this project. That's life, right? So sometimes, well, it was fun while it lasted. I hope this isn't a sign of my weekend to come. And stuff. So yeah, so oh well. Yeah, this didn't work out too well for me. Isn't that something? Oh, put it in the wrong screw. Wrong area for screwing. Now I'm not even putting the machine back together right. You can tell I'm pissed. Because I was like, shoot. I wanted to have something, but oh well. Yeah, and then I got tickets for us to go to an African circus at George Mason University. So I wanted to have the basket for her, but I'll still have it. I mean, it just won't be this blanket. And then I'll just tell her that what happened. And I'll just tell her I don't want to give that to her. Because it's just, I don't want something to happen. And then you don't know if you wash it and then it goes in the wash and it gets on other clothes. You don't know that. It could be dangerous. So there's just no way. So, but it was cute. It was a cute idea, just to have like a little blanket. But I got plenty of baby blankets, blanks. So I'll just use one of the baby the blanks, and I'll just embroider a bunch of them with the name personalized like I usually do. But I wanted to sew something. But so much for that. So okay, so quilting's not my thing. I found that out today. I think I need to leave that to Nancy. She's the quilter of the family. So yeah, this is the broken needle. See? Can't find the other half. And because I can't find the other half, I'm not going to And that's the thing too that I don't like. When you don't find the other half of the needle, I do worry, because even if it's stuck in the machine, you got to be very careful, because I've heard of sometimes a needle could break, it hits you in the eye and stuff like that, you know. So until I find that needle, I'm not going to be too happy. I'm going to be very, very careful with the machine, because I don't want popping in my eyes. So I guess I'll start wearing my glasses when I'm using this machine, because now I'm like, great, you know, now I'm not comfortable, because I don't know what's the deal, you know. So that's great. So all right, so I'm going to put the white bobbin back in, because obviously I'm not going to use the light blue anymore. I mean that blue, because I'm not going to sew with that anymore. So it is what it is. This really sucks. Man, this sucks. It's a little disappointing. It really is disappointing. I was hoping to have a thing all finished by today, but oh well, you know, that's life, right? Sometimes you think one thing and things just, something else happens. And this didn't go in right. Okay, there you go. All right, got it. Now it's perfect. Where the hell could that have gone? Man, it's just like, I'm like trying to feel it everywhere. Did it go somewhere here? You would have seen it fall. Nothing. Oh, well, guys. The project for tonight did not really go well. It's still hanging from the thread. It's not. She will appreciate your concern with the baby. Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely, Carol. I mean, there's no way that I was, no. This child has been something that she has prayed for a lot of years, and I respect that, because Carlito was one of those babies. Because I had a very difficult time getting pregnant myself, and when I finally did get pregnant, oh my God, it's a blessing, and I want nothing but the best for her. And there's just no way. Something tells me it's in here. I just have this like gut feeling, because I kind of like feel something in here. Like it's hard. And I really truly believe that it's in here. And there's no way I'm going to chance that. And yeah, I got a feeling it's in here, because there's an area that I touched that's kind of hard. Yep, like right here, I touch it, and it feels like a tip of a needle, but it's not coming out. So I know a lot of you guys are saying take it apart. The thing is with taking it apart is that I have stitched this with the same exact thread. So I may have to take a cutter and cut maybe an inch off of the side and then restitch. But then even if I cut it off, I have to see if it's there. And if it's not there, that means it's still in the machine. But something tells me it's in here, because I do feel something. And I don't know. I just don't want, I don't want to chance it. There's just, yeah, I feel it like right here. But I don't know if it's that or if it's the bulkiness of the fabric. And I don't want to cut it off. So I don't know. I mean, just take that area of the blanket apart and see if it's stuck on the blanket. That's what Miss Banks saying. All right, let's do this. Okay. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? I'm going to cut it. The worst thing that can happen is that it's not there, right? So, all right, let's do this. And then I'll just resew, right? Okay, guys, let's see. I'm not going to give up. What's really important to me is to find that because, all right, so I'm going to take out a little bit of a chunk. This is going to be like the most funniest looking blanket ever. I'm telling you. It's not going to have anything straight on it. Boy, can she tell stories about this blanket. All right, so this is it. This is where it broke. And I'm going to all right, here we go. I'm going to cut it. That's it. I don't see it. Do not see it in here. Man. Am I blind? Oh, man. It should be somewhere in here if it's here. All right. It's not in here. Where did that piece go? That means that piece is in the machine. And I cut this for nothing. Ah! All right. It is what it is. Oh my God. Okay. All right. It is what it is. All right. So I'm just going to have to keep cutting. Make it even. This is a mess. I tell you. The stuff that we do, and I have this all in here. Oh boy. All right. I'll just keep cutting. And it is what it is, right? Yeah, I can't find it. Oh, man. And I know it's uneven. The cut's uneven because I'm all over the place. So I just cut this part. And this part does not have that needle. That means the needle is in the machine. All right. But at least I know the needle's not on here. So that's good. All right. Let me fill this out. Okay. So because I know the machine, that needle has a machine. Well, that machine has a broken needle. And I know that the broken tip is not on the blanket. Oh boy, look at this. This is terrible. I can re-sew this, turn it inside out, and then redo it. It's just going to be smaller. You know, if I keep cutting this thing, this blanket, instead of being a blanket, it's going to turn into a burp cloth. You know, I can just see it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this inside out so that I can restitch. And now I don't want to use that machine because if I use that machine, it has a broken needle in there. And I don't want that broken needle on this blanket. But where the hell is that broken needle? I hope it didn't fall anywhere on this blanket. Oh boy. Now I don't know. I'm debating. Should I give it to her? Should I not give it to her? Should I play it safe? Not give it to her? I mean, I don't want something to happen. You know, it's my first blanket too. Man, that sucks. Now I'm like, give it to her, don't give it to her. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Because now I know, I hope I know that it's not in here. Thing is, I don't know where the freaking needle is. I don't know where that needle went. Is it in the blanket or is it not in the blanket? I'm not going to give it to her. I just don't want to chance it. There's no freaking way I want to chance that. Nope. I'll find something to do with this. I'll hang it on a wall or something like that. Or I'll tell her if she wants, she can hang it on a wall. I'll ask her if she's interested in having it to hang on the wall. But I'm going to tell her, don't give it to the baby. That's what I'm going to tell her. Give the baby the other stuff. You know, I'll do baby onesies and the baby blanket and all that stuff. But I'm going to tell her, do not give this to the baby at all. Because I don't know where it is. And I'm gonna call it the night, guys, because I'm tired and kind of pissed off about this blanket, man. It pisses me off. I can't believe that, you know? Because it's like, man, I'm like, all that work, and I ain't got no blanket. I'm like, oh, and I can't believe that needle broke. Don't know where the other half is. So now I'm not gonna rest until I find that other half, which sucks. But I'm not gonna give. I think I made up my mind. I'm not giving her the blanket because I don't want to chance it. And I can embroider some really nice blankets. So I'll just do that. I'll just embroider some really nice blankets for her and stuff like that. Or maybe what I'll do is I'll go to Joann's and then just buy, I don't know, do something. I don't know. You're just tired. Get some rest. I'm sure you'll come up with an idea in a more area. Yeah, I will. When is your machine spa day? I'm going to have to do a machine spa day. I'm going to have Justin come over, which reminds me, I'm planning on texting him this coming week to see what he could come and service all my machines, because I want him to service the machines before Christmas comes. And I'm definitely going to put a note on this one and let him know that I broke a needle and I can't find the other half of the needle. And maybe when he strips this down, he'll be able to do that. Use a Juki to sew it. That's what I'm going to do, Tashina. I'm going to change it over to the other machine in the other room. And I'm going to use the Juki to sew this one. That way, but I don't think I'm going to give it to her because I don't feel confident in giving it to her because I don't want something to happen, because I don't know if that needle fell in the machine and I don't know if it jumped up. You just don't know. And I don't know where that piece is. And because I'm unsure of where that piece is until I find that piece, the baby blanket's going to stay with me. And then when I find the piece and I know for sure that it's a safe blanket, then I'll give it to her. That's what I will do. So, yeah. So let me see. Yeah, everybody's saying take it apart. And yeah, that kind of sucks, didn't it? I mean, it's like I'm a little disappointed that this happened, but could you imagine those people that quilt and the quilts are very heavy and they spent all this work? Could you imagine if that happens to them and they're not sure if that broken needle is in their quilt? oh, I could just imagine the anger, especially after doing all that work. It's like, woo, that's, but yeah, because I know one thing. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little bit pissed off. I am, because I spent a long time trying to arrange all the blocks, then sewing the blocks, then sewing the rows, then trying to find the backing for this blanket, cutting the blanket, sewing it together. I mean, you guys saw you were sewing it together today, and then the freaking needle breaks. Ain't that a flip? So it's like, I mean, I don't know what to do. I mean, it is what it is, right? So yeah, check the floor as well. Yeah, I'm gonna vacuum. I definitely have to vacuum because I don't want it getting in Mellow's paw if it is on the floor. I don't think it is, but you never know. Never know. I always vacuum. Always. And when I change needles on my multi-needle machines, I never allow Mellow to be in the room with me when I change the needles, because you never know if a needle falls on the floor or something like that. I don't want him around when the needles are being exchanged. I don't get broken needles a lot on the embroidery machine. When I do get a broken needle, I always find the two parts. But with sewing, sometimes you don't find the two parts. So, and I don't like it when you don't find all the parts of the needle, because that means you got a needle hanging out somewhere. And damn, 2 needles are broke today. 2. That's a lot. So, guys, I will talk to you guys next Friday. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I know, I don't know if it was kind of boring today or whatever, but I was trying really hard to get this blanket done. Because, like I said, I thought I was going to have a whole weekend where I could stay home and stuff. But when my cousin called me, I really, I don't want her to hang out by herself in Maryland and stuff, because I want to spend some time with her. So I'm going to suck it up and spend some time with her and enjoy her visit. And, and then I have to like rush home, and then I got a lot of things going on. So yeah, everything always gets all crunched up. I always feel like it's like I'm always on the move. So we got construction that's going to start in the house next week. Before the construction works, I have to get, some of the accessories that have to go with the construction. So I got to spending a lot of time in Home Depot. So I got to do that. I got to take Mellow to the groomers tomorrow. Got to do that. Mellow does have an ear infection also. So I've been giving him his medicine and all that kind of stuff. I may have to go back to the vet on Monday. He does look like he's getting better, but the thing is, I kind of want them to look at him again. I kind of do worry a lot about him. I mean, he's fine. It's just, I just worry a lot. He's my dog. He's my boo-boo, so I'm going to definitely have to do that. And then also the shop, like I said, Thanksgiving is coming up. I have new designs that I have to embroider and I have to take pictures of. I have to post them on the Etsy shop. If not, I'm not going to do well in this Christmas. That was really supposed to be like the whole weekend. The whole weekend was I had to focus on the embroidery business, because I have been working so many hours on my day job that when I come home, I'm exhausted. And then sometimes it's like I have these ideas and I have the designs already made. But the thing is, I do have to take time to embroider them, because I don't like doing the kind of like fake markups on my Etsy shop. I actually like to embroider the item and actually take a picture of the actual embroidery on the actual blank, so that people can actually see what they're going to get. Because I think that's really important for the pictures to be very, very realistic. So I have some dinner napkin ideas coming out. I have some new baby blankets ideas that I have to pump out as well. I have the designs. I just have to turn on these embroidery machines and actually create them. And what's happening is I sometimes get orders, and when I get orders, that kind of pushes back putting out the new stuff. So I'm a little behind. I really am. I'm behind. And I'm also behind on my bookkeeping too, because Fridays are supposed to be my administrative day. The last couple of Fridays have not been my administrative day. So I am about 2 months behind on my bookkeeping. But I have been pretty good, because I haven't really purchased a lot of stuff because my goal this year was to try to minimize my spending as much as possible and utilize what I have. Um, and I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that for Christmas I can get to say that I sold out on some of my stuff. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, so I got a lot going on. I did take off. Monday's a holiday. I did take off Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'm hoping that even though my Saturday and Sunday is probably spoken for, hopefully Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I can just hustle those 3 days and just focus on the embroidery business, putting out the new products. I got a videotape. I do have to do the Elfster for the Christmas. I got to do that this weekend and put out the information on the Facebook page so that you guys can see when registration is going to start, when I'm going to close it and stuff, so we can start working on our Christmas gifts for each other. There's a lot. Believe me, I got a list of stuff to do. So I kind of feel bad because I feel like, once I spend time with my cousin and stuff, I gotta like get in the car, rush home. I know I'll probably be home late Sunday, just rest, and then Monday get up, and I just gotta start working. Just start working nonstop, drink coffee, and just keep it moving nonstop until Wednesday. And then hopefully I'll be caught up and I'll be ready for the holiday and I'll be okay. I even have a couple of orders where customers have a custom order that I have to work on. I have a digitizer working on that. And I have to reach out to the digitizer. Digitizer has some questions that I have to respond. Haven't responded. I also have 2 orders of 2 customers that I've already embroidered for pickup. And I got a lot going on. And I want to do Sarah's gift. And so you can see that didn't work out. So, but that's okay. I got other stuff that I can do. So I'm okay. I'll come up with ideas. I will. I know Miss Banks shared some ideas about some bibs that she was doing, stuff like that. So I can come up with some stuff. So it'll be fun and stuff. It's just, yeah, I think what it is I'm tired, and that really bummed me out, that needle. I tell you, it bummed me out. It's funny how one little event can mess up the whole day, but that's all right. I'm going to take it in stride. It is what it is. It happened, and what you gonna do, right? It's just a blanket. It's just a blanket. I can make another one. It's all right. And you know what? I'm gonna look at it as a positive thing too. It's just a blanket, and so I'm gonna learn how to sew more and more and more and more. I don't know if I'll be able to get patches like these though, because I thought these patches were so cute. But that's all right. It's no big deal. I'll find something else. I'm sure there's lots of other stuff out there. So I'll find something else for the baby. So guys, thanks for hanging out with me Friday. I really appreciate it. Stuff is always, I kind of like this time with you guys because this is my little downtime. So anyway, hope you like the video tonight. Give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I will have a topic for you next week for sure. Okay, it's not going to be so long and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I'm not that good with this kind of stuff. Anyway, but I kind of like sharing 411 with you guys. So anyway, I will have a topic for you next week. Promise. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later. Enjoy your long weekend. And I am so glad to hear that so many of you guys that live within the Florida area are okay and are doing well. And hey, I will see you guys next week. You guys take care. Have a good night. Enjoy your long weekend. And I will see you next Friday. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.